Russell Payne and Jerry Mahosky here for the Vindicator. That's right, the Vindicator, all Liberty County High School football team. Jerry, this is our third year to do that. And we're here live from Hardin Hornet Stadium here at Hardin, Texas. Why are we live from Hardin? Well, honestly, it was actually me sitting in that breezeway earlier in the season that realized our high school wrap-up show is kind of boring inside of that building, that, you know, old office building. And we need to get to the football games. And so this wasn't the first stadium where we did it. That was in Tarkenton, right? A.L. Nelson.
It was.
But it was these Hardin Hornets that we went to see play Tarkenton. Inter-county game, a big game. Hardin, of course, as we remember, was a little upset a year ago over what happened here in this stadium. And, well, Coach Chad Taylor and company headed on over to Tarkenton on the prairie, and, well, they came home victorious. And we all of a sudden realized something's happening here. And it's happened here all year long. 2024, one of the sports stories of the year will undoubtedly be the Hardin High School football team. 7-4 on the season, but Jerry, they had one heck of a year, defied expectations, and they're going to be leaving their mark. They're going to leave their mark today on this all Liberty County High School football team, and we're excited to be here. We're going to catch up with a few Hornets. We're going to catch up with our Player of the Year, our Coach of the Year, our Jack of all trades of the year at some point in this broadcast, and we're looking forward to it. It's been a heck of a football season.
Yes, it has.
And we're excited, of course. You know, we've added not just the Vindicator, but the progress. But today, this is about Liberty County. This is about Liberty, Dayton, Hardin, Holders at Tarkenton, and Cleveland. We're excited to be here, excited to do this, and well, we have a lot of action in store for you as we get to our football team. And Jerry, first up, we're going to talk about the all Liberty County offensive football team of the year, Jerry, and well, it's a pretty exciting bunch.
Yes, it is. We've got some playmakers on it. We've got some good guys up front, some big guys up front, and I tell you what, Russell, you put this team together, boy, they could do a lot of damage.
They could, and I tell you, Jerry, the one thing I noticed about this team, it was a little different from the team a year ago, and that's that we obviously, we're going by positions, by areas of you know, specialty out there on the field. But we try not to say, well, we need to have so many of this, so many of that, so many of this. We try to find the best players we can in Liberty County and assemble them. And each year, we've assembled a team. Last year, we managed to have no tight ends.
Yeah.
This year, we managed to have two.
We have added 2 tight ends this year.
You know, and
2 good ones, I should say, also.
Absolutely. And of course, you know, last year our Player of the Year for Liberty County was Denham Foster with Dayton. Injuries riddled his season this year.
Yes, they did.
I'm sure had he had a little healthier season, he'd have been in the mix today for what we're talking about. But we're going to have a new Player of the Year in Liberty County, and it's going to be an exciting one. And we have some exciting players from all 6 of our schools, and we're looking forward to it. In fact, let's get to it, Jerry. Here is the 2024 All Liberty County Offensive Team of the Year. Liberty County High School football offensive team of the year. A lot of great talent from our 6 area high schools. Of course, our big school, Cleveland, quarterback of the year, Dominique Gilkey. You know, he had a good year on a team that's had a tough time. And let's face it, 10 years ago, Cleveland was playing 3A and 4A football. Now they're thrown in the 6A mix. We know it. We've talked about it. But he performed as well as he could. He showed signs of life late in games, right? That, you know, maybe other people would have said, "The heck with this," but he didn't. And Jerry, what do you think about Dominique?
So Dominique is a dual threat guy. He can run the ball and he can throw the football. And Dominique made a lot of plays this year out of nothing. So he is a kid from Cleveland that will be back next year, and he's going to make a lot more noise next year.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, you know, he's a lefty. He's got a strong arm. But you know, if there's no one open downfield, he will tuck it and he will run.
Speaking of somebody that will be back next year, one of our 5 running backs will be back. 4 of our 5 running backs, they're done. This was it. And of course, those running backs are Trevor Jones, the junior, will be back for his senior season. Led the Hardin Hornets attack offensively and defensively, really, this season. What do you think about Trevor?
Oh, Trevor's just a tough runner. If you need 3 to 4 yards to pick up a first down, he's going to go and get it for you. And then on the defensive side of the ball, he's always finding the football. And I'm telling you, I wish I had Trevor's energy level, because he doesn't come off the field a whole lot, but just a very good all-around player.
And joining Trevor, my good buddy, Uncle Daniel, his nephew, the nephew, of course, Jaleel Kendrick. What a breakout season. And it's funny, Jerry, he was in Cleveland 2 seasons ago, right? Came over to Dayton. He showed a few signs of life a year ago, right? But never. And man, this year he turned it on. He turned on the Jets, and he turned them on. Not the fastest kid on the field, but the footwork's there, and he found holes. He found ways to move around, and for Dayton, really, he was the staple in offense. He's what kept the thing going, because it was a rough year for Dayton offensively. Quarterback after quarterback after quarterback went down, and Jaleel, you know.
Well, when you're on your 5th string quarterback, and I mean, you're basically, the defense knows, hey, you know, they're running the football. You know, they're giving it to number 20. And Jaleel, I tell you, like you said, he's not the fastest kid, but he's shifty. He hits the hole quick, and he will go. And he another kid that's not gonna. He'll put his helmet down and fight for an extra couple yards. Jaleel had a big season for the Broncos offense this year. He was definitely their bright spot.
Absolutely. Joining Jaleel and Trevor, Michael Galvan from Tarkington, Josh Smith from Holiday Zeta, and Xander Woods, a senior from here at Hardin High School, and really was a big part of that offense. In fact, that was a tough conversation. You know, Trevor Jones, of course, the focus if you're running game. But Xander was one of a couple of running backs here at Hardin that we talked about. Xander, at the end of the day, gets the nod for this squad. But talk about these 3 guys, Galvan, Smith, and Xander Woods.
Well, you know, Xander's one of your tough runners. Josh Smith is another kid that, you know, Josh kind of played everywhere for head coach Randy Birdwell. Played quarterback, running back, and you know, Josh, one of those kids that, you know, at the 2A level did not come off the field.
That's right.
He was on the field the whole time. And then Michael Galvan. Michael, just a big year for Michael. 12 touchdowns as a junior, 13 touchdowns this year. And Michael's got speed out of the backfield. He can catch the football, and just one of those great athletes. Very good basketball player also.
Absolutely. Well, that was our running backs. Wide receivers. We had a great list of wide receivers this year here in Liberty County. Top of that list is Liberty High School's Jason Wycliffe. Depends on who's pronouncing it, I guess, but Wick himself. Anyway, leads the way for the Liberty Panthers offense, offensively. And he was, you know, had some great defense this year, but really stood out offensively.
Dangerous threat right there. I tell you what, he another shifty but a speed guy also. A tough kid when he gets the football. Great open field vision, and yeah, Jason, offensively, defensive. Whenever he's on the field, he's a problem for the opposing team.
Joining Jason is Cleveland's James Cook and Christian Harrison, both of whom made this team. Actually, all three of those guys made this team as wide receivers a year ago. Mm-hmm. Braden Cook from Dayton and Jackson Stovall, who also all made this team as offense a year ago. This is a good core group is back,
sure.
And are they all seniors, Jerry? I'm not.
So Jackson's a senior, Braden's a senior, Wick is a senior, Christian Harrison, I believe, is a senior, and I think James Cook will be coming back.
Coming back, that's right. I thought one of them. So this is a good, talented bunch of receivers here, right here.
Yep. Jackson Stovall, very, very good basketball player for the Tarkington Longhorns. Also, Jackson's got some height, a little bit of height. He can jump. So Jackson, was a dangerous. You get a 5'9", 5'10" cornerback on him, and he's just going to go up and get the football. And Tarkington used that to their advantage this year.
Absolutely. Now, last year we had no tight ends on this list. We didn't. This year we have found a pair. We found one from right here in Hardin, Landon Ponton, and one from my old alma mater, Dayton High School, the Broncos,
and
that's
Broncos.
Marcus James. And those two had solid seasons, and and they really were instrumental. Like I said, with Jaleel, we said he was, but that helped, having that extra tool out there with Marcus on the field, and of course Landon, Coach Taylor. We talked to him, and he said number 10 was a lot easier with number 12 there, right there with him, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, and that's for sure, and it was a good deal. But none of these guys, none of these linemen, none of these quarterbacks, none of these receivers, none of them do anything without the linemen, right?
That is correct.
Without the linemen.
That is correct.
And I'm going to tell you right now, this is a good list of linemen.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's a couple on here I would start if I'm starting myself on offensive line with. I'm gonna grab them real quick, especially if there are a couple of sophomores. Man, sophomores that are sure to shine for a few more years, and you've got that in Brennan Noonan and Luke Cade from right here in Hardin, and there should be a lot to say about them going forward.
Oh yeah, and Trevor Jones gets the luxury of running behind them next year.
Absolutely.
Which Trevor should just put up some big numbers, but Hardin's offensive line is one of the best in the area, and boy, they showed that this year, and most of them are coming back, so
that's right.
They will be opening up some big holes for the running backs.
Absolutely. Now, Diego Martinez is another one I'd throw on that line, and this one's a little more experienced.
Yep.
Comes back. This is the second year on the team, on the all Liberty County offensive team, and Cleveland. Cleveland's got some tools, right? And let's real quick. Cleveland's going to have a new coach next year.
Yes, they are.
They're going to have a new system. They're going to have a whole new, started over. Let's see what happens. We don't know. That search is. I don't know if that's begun officially or not. Coach Q's retired and moved on to greener pastures, and we'll see. But Diego Martinez was one of those kids, though, the last couple of years that really showed some.
He was a shining star for the Indians this year.
Back again this year, that's right, Donovan Thibodeau from the Dayton Broncos joins us again this season. He'll be joined by Aiden LaCour from Holday Zeta, Justin Scarborough, who was on this team a year ago, and Nolan Kay. Scarborough, of course, from Tarkington, Nolan Kay from Liberty. That rounds out our offensive line and our all Liberty County High School football team offensive team of the year for 2024. So, offense is important.
Yes, absolutely. And like I said earlier, this offense right here would put up some points against you.
Absolutely.
I'll take this offense against anybody else.
Absolutely, right? And, and I want to say there's some other great offensive players out there.
Absolutely.
We had a hard time with a few of these.
Yeah,
So there are a few kids we really wanted to put on this team, but we can't put everybody. I mean, I guess we could have, but that wouldn't do much of it.
There's a lot of kids in Liberty County football players that, hey, if you're not on this, hey, we had a limit we had to go with. But this was a tough list, us putting together as many good football players as we have in this area.
The offense only is half the equation. Well, it's a third of the equation. Technically,
that puts up most of the points for you.
It does. It does. And some would say the best defense is a good offense, right? There's that argument. I mean, I've seen it before. You've seen it before.
Yep.
We've also seen 69 to 49 state championship games before. So I don't think there was any defense in there, no matter what offense was playing. Anyway, but Liberty County, we have some great defenders this year. And Jerry, let's take a look at the all Liberty County High School football team defensive team of the year for 2024. You've got offense, you've got a defense, and well, now you need some guys to kick the balls. Kickoffs, extra points, field goals, punts, the occasional drop kick. You don't see that very often.
Nah.
But you do see a pooch kick or two.
No. And the kickers and punters play a significant role in field position during a football game.
They do. And Jerry, you may not know this, but there was only one player in the history of the NFL to be a place kicker to win Kicker of the Year, their MVP, Most Valuable Player of the Season, not a field goal in a Super Bowl, because they won the Super Bowl that year, I might add. But, you know, and of course he's from right down the road, Livingston, Texas, wore the number 3, and, well, he was a part of Mojo and Rigo, baby. Held the Redskins. Mark Mosley was that kicker.
Held to the Redskins?
That's right. That's right. Anyway, now, maybe one of these two guys that we were going to give you, because they're both place kickers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but one of them's going to be our punter, one of them's going to be our kicker of the year, and well.
But they both kick and punt, so they both do both.
That's right. So maybe one of them one day will be. Well, they both do both. So maybe one of them one day will be at that level and be able to take that title. We'll see. But here are your Liberty County High School football punter and kicker of the year. Well, that was our kicker and punter of the year, Diego Diaz Ramirez for the Liberty Panthers and Brett Lenart for the Tarkenton Longhorns. Both solid kickers, right? But we had to give the yield to one of them, and Diego, of course, is going to take that as the kicker of the year this year for Liberty County. And Brett, to his credit, a great season and a great kicker and punter. And what are your thoughts? You're the kicker.
Yeah, I mean, and both of them do kicking and place kicking and field goals, extra points, punting. They both do it very well. They both, are smart kickers and punters. They can pin a team deep when they're punting. They can also get you 3 points when is needed. So either way with them, you cannot go wrong. Brett's he's a senior, so he'll graduate. I think Diego has another year. Both very strong legs, accurate, so you can't go wrong with either one of those two.
Absolutely. So Jerry, we caught up with some of our players of the year, some of our linemen, our linebackers, our defensive backs, or running backs, and whether it was Dayton, Liberty, Holdenzetta, Hardin, Tarkenton, Cleveland, some great kids, great kids. In fact, while we're filming this, what I love about this is, so it's Thursday in Hardin, which means the school's out, and we're 2 hours, I think, past school right now, close to it, and there's a field full of kids out here playing football. It's cold. Football season doesn't get back to, we don't start summer or spring practice for a couple months. We don't start. Kids love football in Liberty County.
You gotta love it.
And I bet you we've got some future all Liberty County high school football players out there. And, well, we caught up with some others, and we were excited to talk to them. And, of course, we caught up with a few of those Hardin Hornets because Hardin, again, a great season. And I want to make this real clear, though. Great season for everybody, right? Doesn't matter what your record was. The ups, the downs. This is something to remember. And all of you, we want to give you a big pat on the back for doing it. You get out there and you work. And I don't know if folks realize how much effort goes into this.
Oh, absolutely.
And, and we talked to some of these kids, and they talked about how much work they're going to be doing, what they're going to be. Kids running up and down the field in the off season and all this. You don't just get good because you show up and you play, right? And it takes a lot of work and effort. And of course, it takes a lot of work and effort to do everything. And high school football is king in Texas. The cheerleaders, the band, the drill teams, the kids that the kids running the flags up and down the field, FFA and PTOs and everybody and the parents, and we love it. We love it, and that's why we keep coming back doing this. It's what drew us both into this thing that we do for a business. And but anyway, I say that to say let's hear from some of the kids and see what they have to say about being named to the 2024 All Liberty County High School football team. Russell Payne, Jerry Mahosky back here with some of those Hardin Hornets we were talking about at the intro of the show, and we're excited to be here with you guys. You guys defied expectations this year. You outperformed all the prognosticators except for one. I might point that out. Anyway, but we're excited to be here with you guys. Why don't you take a minute to introduce yourselves and the position you play?
I'm Leighton Berry. I play free safety and wide receiver.
I'm Luke Cade. I play left guard and defensive tackle.
I'm Chris Craig. I play linebacker and defensive tackle.
I'm Parker Buffington. I play cornerback.
Trevor Jones, running back and outside linebacker.
Landon Ponton, inside linebacker and tight end.
All right, guys. Let me ask y'all. What was the year like for y'all? What was this season like? You were disrespected by Dave Campbell. That guy that did the projections every week seemed to disrespect y'all, and y'all seemed to just show out and show that effort. And let's face it, you took the number 5 team in the state of Texas and you punched them in the mouth, in the playoff game. It's been a heck of a season. What was it for you guys? What does it mean for you guys here to bring that back to Hardin?
Well, I think that it was just nice to exceed expectations and bring a little bit of culture into Hardin high school football.
I think it was good that we showed everyone that doubted us that doesn't matter how big your team is, you can still get beat.
It means to me that this team was raised from nothing from our previous years. Our coaches really didn't care until we got our coaches now. They started caring.
I think it was good. It made us into previously traditionally losing a lot of games. We turned our program around, and I'm excited for next year to win even more.
A lot of people putting in a lot of work before the football season. I think that made a big difference, getting everybody in the summer and a lot of work and ready for next year.
And yeah, just what all they said, us going at it, showing that we can prove others wrong when we want to show what we can actually do, and that's what we did.
So fellas, I've got something. So pulling up to Randall Reed Stadium, okay, knowing you're fixing to play a team that's 10-0 and no one's giving y'all a chance, what kind of excitement or what was going through y'all's mind as y'all are pulling up to the stadium?
Something I've never done before. It was pretty exciting going to a playoff game, especially my first year. Something new.
And fellas, I saw y'all out there. I was on the field during pregame, and I'm telling you guys were out there loosey-goosey, just having fun. And that was that part of the talk that Coach Taylor gave to you guys, that hey, let's just go out there and have fun, because you guys did not seem tight at all.
Yeah, he did give us that a little bit. He told us just to go out there and have fun. It was a once-in-a-while thing for Hardin. So he said do that, but also stay on top of business and play our best.
And then going into the locker room with the lead. I mean, how cool, how fun was that? Or, what did y'all talk about in the locker room at halftime, knowing that you're leading a team that's undefeated?
We really just talked about us staying on our stuff and keeping what we've been doing in check.
Yeah, and trying not to get ahead of ourselves, keeping the whole locker room quiet so we can concentrate more on the game.
Well, y'all aren't the only ones here. In fact, somebody came up and needs to come and join us. Why don't you get in front? I mean, that's where you are anyway on that line. So introduce yourselves to all the folks and what position, your name and position.
I'm Brendan Noonan. I'm number 77. I play right tackle.
Well, real quick, we'll let you get in on there. What has this season meant to you?
I feel like it was a really big season for us. We were picked to be dead last, as we all know, and we came up and played the number 5 team in the state of Texas and gave them a show.
All right. Well, we're about to let some of these guys know what spot they have on the All-Liberty County High School football team. And, well, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to run down the list right now of what we got for you guys. So, running backs on the All-Liberty County High School football team for 2024 include 2 Hardin Hornets, Trevor Jones and Xander Woods. Wide receivers, we got to work on that for next year, Coach. So, we didn't have any wide receivers this year. But, hey, we're working on that. We've got the offensive line, and we've got this guy, Brendan Noonan, and this guy, Luke Cade, both on our All-Liberty County High School football team, offensive line of the year. Landon Ponton, you're going to be tight end, one of the tight ends on the team this year. And let's take a look at the defense now. Trevor Jones and Landon Ponton are going to both be linebackers on our All-Liberty County High School football team this year. And, of course, you guys are joining players from 6 high schools all together, right, from Liberty, Dayton, Holdays at Cleveland, Tarkenton, and, of course, right here in Hardin. And our defensive line will be Chris Craig and Luke Cade will both be a part of that team. And finally, we had 3 of you guys making the defensive backs, and Leighton Berry, Parker Buffington, and Caden Stevens will all be a part of that All-Liberty County High School football team. And want to congratulate you guys for everything you've done this season. And we look for a lot more from you guys. I guess we're all coming back, right? Is that right? Except for Xander. All you'll be back. And Landon, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you, man. So, but anyway, but it looks for some great things. But this is the bunch that excited everybody in the county this season, from Hardin High School, the Hornets. And we'll be back with more right here on the All-Liberty County High School football show.
Jason, congratulations as senior. Your last go around on the football field. Talk to us about your senior season.
Overall, it didn't go as planned. As a team, coming in with a new coordinator, and just overall, it didn't go the season that we wanted. But it was a fun season. We accomplished some goals throughout our season, and it was fun. It was a fun ride playing with these boys.
So Jason, on the field, offensively, you're just explosive. When you get the football, you can do so many things. Defensively, you're always around the football. Tell me, do you like to play offense, or what's your favorite position?
Well, my favorite position is most likely defense, because I like to hit somebody.
Gotcha. So, why? Explain to me how you have a nose for the football. It seems you're always around the football. What do you attribute that to?
I attribute to just playing hard, showing these younger kids that, everything is just possible, just getting to the ball and just making a play for your team,
And then on offense, man, you're explosive. When you get the football, you're tough to bring down. When you catch the football, what are you looking to do with it?
I'm looking to get as much as I can to help my team score and just, make the fans go wild. I love hearing the fans go crazy after I catch the ball and make plays on the field.
All right, Jason. So, hey, again, Jason, congratulations on making the All-Liberty area football team, and we wish you the best of luck down the road.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, guys, I am here at Dayton High School with Dayton Bronco running back Jaleel Kendrick. Jaleel made all Liberty County area football team running back, unanimous decision. Jaleel, congratulations on the big season for you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
So, Jaleel, yes, you've been running the football the last few years, but would you consider this kind of a breakout year for you?
Yes, sir. It has been like a breakout season.
I mean, from stats I'm looking at, close to 800 yards rushing and close to 400 receiving. I mean, almost 1,200 yards. What do you attribute to having such a big season this year?
I just want to give thanks to my old line, because without them I wouldn't be able to get through the whole, read it properly, and without them doing their job.
So, Jaleel, watching you run this year, because I cover you guys every game. I mean, you're a guy that's hard to, there might be a couple of guys in the hole and it looks like you're going to be stuffed for a game, but then you find a way to get 3 or 4 yards. How do you do that?
Coaches always taught me, fast feet don't eat, so I just always try to keep my feet moving through contact.
Yeah, I mean, and I know injuries definitely took their toll on you guys this year. I mean,
yes, sir.
Going through so many quarterbacks, that's like unheard of.
Yes, sir.
But you guys, and still, Jaleel, defenses were focusing on you, especially the last half of the season, but yet you're still coming up with getting yardage. Is that something you knew, that the defense were going to be focusing on you, stopping you?
Yes, sir. I already knew there was going to be a game plan for me, because most of our stars was out from injury, so I already knew I was last man standing, so that was going to be planning for me. I just had to step up and do my part.
And then also coming out of the backfield, you have great hands as a receiver. Have you always been kind of like a runner / receiver?
Yes, sir. Before I even started playing football, with pads and all that, the first thing I trained for was being a receiver, but I didn't make it in Little League, so they just moved me to running back.
Okay, because finding running backs these days to play all 3 downs is tough, and you're definitely a back that does not need to come out unless you're getting a blow in that, because the way you catch the football coming out of the backfield.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, Jaleel, once again, I want to say congratulations on making a... Hey, welcome back to Liberty County All-Area Football Team. We've got another member of the Hardin Hornets, Caden Stevens, defensive back. Is that correct, Caden?
Yes, sir.
So, Caden, talk to me about how exciting of a run this was for you guys this year.
It was definitely more unexpected than we thought, but we went way farther than we expected, and we came out hot. Or we actually came off slow, then we started getting hot at the end. I'd say we did better than everybody else thought we were going to do. Our expectations.
Yeah, so tell me about that bus ride over to Randall Reed Stadium, knowing you're playing the 5th-ranked team in Texas, and big high school, football stadium, big crowd there. Man, just tell me what's going through your mind as you're making that bus ride over, and then you're pulling up to the stadium.
We were all locked in, just watching film, and it's kind of a quieter bus ride there. Just kind of locking in so we can have a good competitive match and stuff.
And so I was telling the other guys, Caden, I was on the field during pregame, and you guys were not uptight at all. You guys were just loosey-goosey and just having fun out there. Was that part of y'all's, mindset, going into that game?
Then we saw them and we were like, they're a little more overrated than we thought. They weren't near as big as everybody said they were, so we weren't stressing.
And then after you punch them in the mouth a couple of times,
we kind of realized they're not all that.
Yep.
Well, what are you looking forward to next season?
We're hopefully taking it far. I think we'll be hot from the start, and we'll go keep it strong the whole season.
Well, congratulations. You are a member of the All-Liberty County High School football team for 2024, one of our defensive backs, and congratulations on a great season, and we're looking forward to more next year.
Congratulations, Caden.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, like I told you, some great kids, Jerry. Great kids that put in some hard work and effort, and they're all being rewarded, with this. And some of them get all district honors, and some of them get honors past that, you know. But and look, we want to make sure everybody understands. We took input. We've talked to coaches. We've looked at stats. We've covered these teams all year. If somebody didn't make the team, it's on us ultimately, Russell and Jerry.
Yep.
It is on us. But look, there's some kids that they really I wanted to, but we got to make it stand out, make it something we don't want to be turning the Hall of Fame that just lets everybody in, right? We want it to be important, and hopefully it is important, and hopefully we continue to do this, and we're excited about this. And with that, we're going to recognize what used to be called the Utility Player of the Year, I guess, right? But we're tossing that. And the reason we're going to toss that name out is because when we were talking about it, there was a few kids that qualified for that award, right?
Sure.
But there was this one particular kid. Now we've mentioned him already today. But he was like a jack of all trades. He was everywhere on the field, and it didn't matter. He played quarterback. He played running back. He played wildcat, I think. He played wide receiver. Played defensive end. The kid was everywhere. I do believe he did returning and kicking the ball. And so he did everything. So maybe we actually shouldn't call it the jack of all trades. Maybe we should call it the Josh of all trades. But the jack of all trades winner is the Holy Head of Bobcats, Josh Smith. And Jerry, rough year for Holday's Head and the Bobcats.
It was.
100th anniversary of the football program, the longest program in the history of Liberty County. And but it was a tough one, and I'm sure they would like to see a little bit, more out of the Bobcats. But they always got something out of Josh Smith, and that never failed. He never failed to put the work in. And we'll hear a little bit from Josh Smith.
Hey guys, I am here with Josh Smith, one of our utility player for our Liberty County all-area football team. Josh is a senior, been on varsity all 4 years. Josh, what has it been like playing varsity under those Friday night lights for 4 years?
It's been awesome. I can't imagine it going any other way.
Yep. I mean, so Josh, you're one, you don't know what it's like playing on a freshman team or a JV team. You, if more than anyone else, knows that experience about Friday night lights. Yeah. And being in a little town like, Holdayzetta, where they come and they pack. How cool is that, getting to play in front of all y'all's fans at, y'all's stadium's pretty historic. How cool is that?
Yeah, it's awesome. I hear everybody in the stands. It's unbelievable. It's a lot of people.
Yeah, and getting that support, that has to kind of get you hyped up.
Oh yeah, yeah. On the field, it gets me hyped. Yeah.
So, Josh is definitely our definition of utility player. Josh Smith does not come off the field, people. Josh is out there on special teams, offense, defense. So Josh, how do you keep up with your stamina? And do you ever how do you try to conserve energy when you're out there?
Well, obviously I can't take a play off, so first few games were rough. I was getting gassed every possession, but as games went on, I just built up stamina, and it helped me a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty rare, a guy that does not come off the field. And the thing about Josh Smith, guys, is Josh excels when he's out there. He's a game breaker. He's making plays. So obviously, Josh, you're not taking a play off. You're out there just going full force.
No, sir, I can't.
Jack of all trades, Josh of all trades, as we're calling him, Josh Smith from the Holday's Head of Bobcats. A great season for him, it's been a great year of football. Yep. And we've gone through the team, the offense, the defense, the kicker, the punter, the jack of all trades. Now we get to two more awards.
Now we get to the nitty-gritty.
The nitty-gritty, right? That's right. And, well, we obviously came here for a reason. Mm-hmm. We haven't hidden that. We haven't hidden that fact at all, right? And we're about to give you a taste of our sit-down interview with the 2024 High School All-Liberty County Football Coach of the Year and the Player of the Year. This has been the best coach and the best player in Liberty County for 2024. And well, Jerry, we have it right here.
Absolutely.
Mahalski, the Vindicator sports team, back here, Hornet Stadium. This is all a part of our 2024 All-Liberty County High School Football Show and our All-Liberty County High School Football team. And we are excited to be here with these two guys right behind us. The All-Liberty County High School Football team Coach of the Year for the Hardin Hornets, Chad Taylor, and the best player in all of Liberty County, the All-Liberty County High School Football Player of the Year, Trevor Jones. Guys, it's been a heck of a season.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. You made it sound real good.
I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all this. What do you, this year, right? We talked about it earlier with the other guys. Expectations, folks said that y'all weren't gonna be there. Dave Campbell's, did what Dave Campbell's does, and you just exceeded that from day from.
And picked us last, didn't
That's right, they did.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, I can't say enough about this group of guys. We just got through having the opportunity to coach. Like you said, we were picked dead last, and that's not a bad place to be because you can only go up from there. And so I think each and every week that we played, we got better and better, and we were able to beat some people that I don't think very many people thought we could beat. And at the end, when it was all said and done, we was in the playoffs. Nobody thought we'd get there, and we gave the old Westwood Panthers a run for their money.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
What was it like for you? Well, I mean, we heard a little bit from you earlier, but what was it like?
I mean, like they said earlier, it was a little slower start. I mean, I knew we had potential to be good, and then we start getting in the district and these teams that we were expected just to. I mean, you look at them predictions. I mean, it was supposed to be blowout games, and we're hanging with them, beating these teams that what they say we shouldn't have, and we're gave everybody a lot of hope. So
you did, and when I tell you, you guys, not only some of you guys, the accolades you guys are receiving here with this, our Liberty County Sports Story of the Year. We do a year in review.
Yes, sir.
And you guys beat out the Lady Panthers in softball and Tarkenton's basketball team.
Ooh.
That really, from our job, what we're doing through the course of the season, this captivated folks. And so our year in review. Now that's nothing major about that, right? I mean, but amongst the best, Coach Snell's 700th win, right? I mean, another great thing for.
I tell you what, you just named a lot of good things that happened in Liberty County.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
I applaud each and every one of those teams.
Absolutely.
I applaud Coach Snell. My girls
you certainly better be applauding
my girls play for the Lady Panthers, and I'm extremely proud of what their team was able to do. And then, I used to coach in Tarkenton, and I know a lot of those guys that were on that basketball team that were able to do some things that they've never done. So that's you just named some really good accomplishments from some of these schools and coaches. So for you saying that, I do appreciate that.
Absolutely. And look, we talked about it. We talked quite a bit about it, and not to take away from Coach Slack and the girls at Liberty.
Absolutely.
They've had, and hopefully they're going to have a heyday again this year, right? I mean, that's right. And I think they'll have another chance for it, right? But I think you guys are going to have another chance for this come next year. In fact, I think they said it'll go up, and right now the expectations are higher for you guys a year from now.
Well, I'll tell you, every day we walk off this field, you have to look at this board over here that has 1974 on it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the last year the Hornets have ever won a district championship.
That's a long time.
That's 50 years. And, so I want that to be our goal. I mean, our goal should be to come out and win that district championship. And now, look, that's a tall feat, but I think we understand now what it takes for us to be successful. It's going to take all of us going all in all the time. And I don't think that's going to be out of the realm of possibility if we continue to work the way we've been working.
Absolutely. How did this season stack up for you over your career with this bunch here?
Man, you just, I've been doing this. This is probably year 28, and I've had a lot of fun this year. I mean, I've been a part of some really good teams in LaPorte. I've been a part of a really good run there in Liberty where we were able to do something that we hadn't done in 50-something years. But I tell you what, to sit there and coach this group of guys and to be picked dead last and to go in there and win 7 games and you know, we were 8 minutes away from, I think, everybody in the state of Texas talking about the Hardin Hornets because that would have been the biggest upset of the weekend.
Coach,
I promise.
I think if they had any sense, they're going to talk about you anyway, right?
Well, I mean, I hope so because these kids deserve that.
Yeah.
You know, these coaches deserve that, and this community deserves that. And I thought when we walked into that stadium, I tried to talk to them earlier about how you can't be at all at the stadium. The field itself is as big as the one that we play on every Friday.
That's right.
But I thought we had a really good representation from Hardin. I thought our kids played well, and I hope they just got a little bit of taste of what it could be like multiple weeks next year, hopefully, and that's what our goal is.
Well, Trevor, you are the best player in all of Liberty County this year, right? So you can put that on your resume, right? And but that it doesn't come lightly, right? And it comes with. And it comes with, especially when you do it as a young guy, right? You still have another year to go, right? And you got to get out there and you got to show it again next year. And,
yes, sir.
What's that mean to you? And what work are you going to put in between now and next August? You know, when this all gets started up again officially.
I've been coming up here every single day after school and in the mornings. And this summer, I plan to work really hard.
Let me just piggyback on it. He's really not a man of a lot of words, but. He does stay every day after school. If your camera turned around, I mean, we would have 10 to 12 guys pulling sleds up and down the field all after school, and he's one of them. He knows he owes me 1,000 yards every week of sled pulls, and you know, the work that he puts in. I mean, this is just the rewards that he's given from the work that he's put in all year long. I mean, you guys saw it. I don't have to talk about it, but he was a dog on offense and on defense. He was equally as aggressive and he could be a little more aggressive because number 12 was standing behind him, and you know, if they got past him, he was there to mop it up.
And you know, you look at Trevor. You and I have talked about this before. Trevor just looks like he's maybe 13 or 14.
No offense, right?
Just take this for what it's worth, Trevor. Just an innocent-looking kid. But I'm telling you what, when number 10 has the football, he will run your butt over quickly.
Yes, he will, and he did all year long, and you know, and I'm sure you're looking forward to a few dates next year, but I think you're probably looking more forward to day one, right, and on that field, no matter who your opponent is, and you know, we're looking forward to being there for some more games this year, and we enjoyed. You guys have been great. We're great hosts for us this season.
Absolutely.
Right? In fact, I told Jerry when we started the broadcast, I was sitting under the breezeway over there, and I was like, you know, let's quit doing our high school wrap-up show inside of the office. I was like, let's get out and go watch football again, right?
Absolutely.
And this story kind of caught on and captivated, and really, it was, as I said, it's the best story of the year. Definitely for football, right?
Yes,
Definitely for football in the county, and you know, and there's nothing but praise for you guys, and we look forward to another year. What do you want to achieve next year? What's the goal, Trevor?
Sure would like to get after them Orangeville Bobcats.
I knew that was coming.
Well, I'll tell you what, we didn't play very well against those guys. It started off unlike any game I've ever been a part of, and it just kind of snowballed. I'll tell you what, when they talk about it's hard to get out of the way of that snowball rolling downhill, it hit us real quick and hard. So we do have them here next year, and hopefully you guys will make that one of your games, because we don't plan on letting you guys down.
I can probably guarantee you that will be one of our games.
In our sister paper, The Progress, we'll be down in Anahuac. You guys are going to be going to Chambers County twice next year, too. You're going to be going to Anahuac and going to East Chambers. And we just hope when you go to East Chambers, it is a less muggy night than the night we went to East Chambers this year for Anahuac and East Chambers.
Oh.
Everything was just soaking wet.
Yeah.
By the time the game was over, it was awful.
And we were there for 3, and the game ended about, what, 11 o'clock?
11:30.
Yeah, it was
the Dayton
Yeah.
State Championship game in 2008. I think in this one of the two longest high school football games.
We were
I've ever
definitely
been to.
over 3.5 hours.
Yep.
So what you're saying is some of the shortest games y'all have ever done have been.
Heck yeah, and we love it.
Y'all should. Y'all
We
should
love
home
it.
early. Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't want y'all to miss that meal on the way home.
That's right. We got home for the Tyson and Paul fight. You know.
Keep feeding the ball to number 10 about 25
course,
times, and
y'all
we're
did- of
fine.
course, y'all did a lot more punching than Mike Tyson did in that fight. So that night, but
look, we appreciate everything you guys have done for us. Just showing up to some of our games. I mean, you guys were here at East Chambers. You were here at Anahuac. You went on the road to
Cold
Springs. You went on the road to our playoff game.
Yep.
Look, I mean, it's nothing but appreciation from the Hardin Hornets to you guys for kind of understanding it was a big year for us, and you guys were able to bring it to the surrounding communities, and hopefully we're able to do it again and some next year. I like how the guys kept talking about we started off slow, because we really did. We didn't really understand what we were doing offensively and defensively, and kind of never really broke away from anybody. But I tell you what, the last 3 to 4 weeks, I thought we kind of figured it out, and I'm hopefully we can take that into our off season as we start implementing again, and next year, hopefully when we play the Warren Warriors right here, the first game of the season, it's you'll kind of get a glimpse of what it's really going to look like.
absolutely. Well, congratulations, Coach Chad Taylor, Hardin Hornets Coach of the Year in Liberty County, and Trevor Jones, the All Liberty County High School Football Team Player of the Year, Liberty County for 2024, guys. We really appreciate it.
And we thank you guys.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
All right, that's the All Liberty County High School Football Team Player of the Year, Coach of the Year from right here at Hornet Stadium. We'll be back. There you have it, Jerry. The Coach of the Year, the Player of the Year for 2024 in Liberty County. Hardin Hornets head coach Chad Taylor. Hardin Hornets running back and linebacker and anything else that Coach Taylor needs him to be. Trevor Jones. It's been a fun season. A lot of that fun came via this team here in Hardin. Coach Taylor, he has a fan base. We've learned that. The folks have loved Coach Taylor, and he talked about his time in LaPorte and his time in Liberty and Tarkington, and of course now here in Hardin. And the joy it was to be a part of this team and have to show what this team could do, and overcome expectations from folks, right? And he talked about the hard work these kids put in here. And Trevor, of course, talked about what it meant to him a little bit, and of course what he's focused on. And I think there's a Orangefield Bobcats poster on his wall. He's probably like staring at just
throwing some darts.
That's right, dartboard. But he's but his mind is there, and that's it's a great thing. Look, and we're talking about Hardin, worrying about that, worrying about the next step, and picked coming last this year. They come in 4th place, had a chance to come in 3rd place at one point, right? And the Hornets, it was a good year, and it was a fun story. 7-4 on the season, following of course Palestine Westwood in the by district round. But what a way! We've talked about it. We've said it. They punched them in the mouth, and they punched them in the mouth again. They kept at it. Number 5 team in the state of Texas, right? That's actually something to build off of for 2025. Right?
Oh, absolutely. If that's not something you can build off of, I don't know what is.
That's right. And we want to tip our hat to all the head coaches, all the teams, all the players, everybody that put the effort and the work into this thing. And again, it was hard on some of these decisions. Some of these decisions were cleared away.
They were tough, guys. Trust me.
Yeah.
We went through some scratch paper making this list.
Absolutely. And we commend the entire All Liberty County High School football team for 2024. And, again, I'm excited because it's a little cold. We're in jackets out here because it's a little breezy this afternoon.
A little chilly.
And, but, there's all these guys, these kids that was out here on this football field putting in some work. And like I said, this is their Friday here. And they're out here quite a bit after the bell rang, and that's a good sign for the future of this program and for all of Liberty County High School football teams.
And I tell you, Russell, looking a little forward to the 2025 football season, look at the coaches we have in this area, okay? Coach Prito at Dayton.
Yep.
Kedrick Harrison at Liberty.
Yep.
Toby Belt at Tarkington. Randy Birdwell at Holiday Zeta. Coach Taylor behind us.
That's right.
Coach Q, who is retired now, but Cleveland will have a new head coach. But I tell you what, the coaches we have in this area, you can only get excited about the future of Liberty County football.
Absolutely. And, you know, we love Liberty County football. It's been a part of our lives for a long time.
Yes, it has. 30 years.
It's been part of my life since the day I was born, but, you know, well, maybe my family goes a little bit even further back. But
so wait, hold on. On day one, this was a part of Dayton.
Liberty County. Well, yeah. Hey, well, when your grandpa was on that 1941 championship team, I mean, you know, it was already in the DNA well before two generations before I had a choice. But I love those Broncos and love these Hardened Hornets. Hold us at the Bobcats, Tarkington Longhorns, Liberty Panthers. I just said it. I love the Liberty Panthers, and that's coming from a Dayton Bronco. But you know what? I've learned to love you guys, Cleveland Indians. Love them all. I love the hard work, these kids, and the band, and the cheerleaders, and the parents.
Let's not forget the other groups that they call the Friday night experience, what it is in Texas.
And look, if we could put together an all Liberty County High School band, okay, here's the deal. You probably don't want me picking the people making the noises, all right? I'm just saying I might be the wrong guy for that one.
That'd be a safe choice.
I know about football.
That you do.
I know, and I know when they play the dun 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 dun. I know I get excited, right? But anyway, all right. But that's about all I can tell you. We've enjoyed it. 2024. We're looking forward to 2025. Of course, the Vindicator. We've got more than just football for you. We've got basketball. We're in the middle of basketball season right now. Soccer season's about to kick off.
Soccer season is fixing to kick off.
That's right. They're going to play around there on the pitch. That's right.
On the pitch.
And of course, we'll have a little track and field, baseball and softball for you. And we may stop in and check in on some of the other sports because there are some other sports that are important out there.
Yep.
Powerlifting, golf, tennis, and I don't think there's anything else. I think that's it.
Don't say hockey, okay? We
Hockey?
haven't gotten there yet.
The hockey team? The hockey team. That's right. But we're looking forward to that. If you're not subscribing to the Vindicator, please subscribe by calling 936-336-3611. Again, that's 936-336-3611. Or go to thevindicator.com. That's thevindicator.com. Subscribe today. Keep up with all of Liberty, Dayton, Hardin, Harley-Zeta, Tarkington, and Cleveland sports, top to bottom, and of course all the other news you can use. That's what we do. We're the news source for Liberty County. Jerry, it's been fun. Congratulations to the 2024 All Liberty County High School football team.